Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another Timespinner Randomizer.
Hello.
Hello, it is I, Llama, and this time I actually have a friend with me.
Yes. It's
For
very important,
once.
friends. I am Wef Jebster. You may know me from 40 minutes ago.
Yeah. Are you
Just
sure
on a
you
race.
know enough about this randomizer to commentate, though? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. The runners should be going very, very shortly. So, good that we got the introductions out of the way. A little bit about these runners here. Wafflesoup and WindFae are both speedrunners and randomizer players. They've got a lot of experience. They are some of the older members of the community in terms of tenure, not age. I will not disclose the age of either, even if I knew.
That's rude.
Yeah, but thank you all for stopping by. This should be a very, very exciting race.
Yes. And as soon as our live stream catches up to reality, here we go.
Yeah, this is actually a rematch from last year's tournament. They'd actually been talking to each other about how their last race went. It was really close and was just like a one weird check worth of difference between the two. But it looks like this one's going to be a little bit more of a struggle for both of them. Ice Orb and Colossal Blade minus.
Ice Orb at start. Well, I think Bodhi would be happy, but that's about the only person.
It has utility, just not in the early game, really. Ice Orb is really good against bosses that just kind of chill there and don't move around a lot.
This early area has a lot of flying things, which Ice Orb is not good for.
No, not good at all. And they're not going to find anything that helps them out here in the first couple checks. Let's see. WindFae not even bothering to go left at all. I think Wafflesoup's going to go at least a little bit left here.
Yeah, usually Waffle likes getting that teleport, just in case. I think we're getting synced back up with WindFae.
Yep, there it is.
Perfect. Thank you, volunteers. It's like magic. They fix everything without us even asking.
They're so great, really. Yeah, Colossal Blade minus failing to kill a meager moth.
Oof, man. Colossal Blade usually is your emergency panic button, clear the screen kind of thing. Not when it's minus. Ooh boy, no.
Nope, not at all. Plasma Crystal is over here on the left, so Wafflesoup's not finding anything spicy. He's going to snag the portal and backtrack.
We got Frozen Spires, not minus, so probably swap into that.
Yeah, no, anything is going to be better than their Colossal Blade minus, except for maybe another minus spell. So that's a quick swap for pretty much anybody.
For those of you unfamiliar with the randomizer, we are playing with Damage Rando, programmed by my co-host here, where you get double damage if you get a plus, and half damage if you get a minus. Roughly-ish.
Yes. All right, so as Wafflesoup heads to the right, he will be following in WindFae's footsteps until they get the pyramid keys. Right now, that economizer ring is the most exciting. Ooh, well, that's an early elevator key card. Takes some of the drama out of Varnagroth Towers.
Yeah.
But that economizer ring right now with their offense, Frozen Spire's economizer ring is going to be how they deal damage to things until they find something better.
Yeah, Frozen Spires does bounce along the ground like Ice Orb, but it has a very tall spire, so it'll hit those things in the air that you just cannot get.
Yeah, we have a definite breadth-first search here done by Wafflesoup, if you'll excuse the computer science joke. Oh, as WindFae finds the tablet, Wafflesoup will be checking these top of banishment checks, and if he finds nothing, he will probably exit out of the game and go back to that save point that he tagged.
Breath first search. What are you, a nerd?
Some sort of nerd. We have a regular Forbidden Tome, which is
not bad.
Honestly, not bad. I will take it over ice. And that's a mind refresh, so that's nothing. Pyramid keys.
Wow.
Right there.
Ramparts is a little stacked today.
A little bit stacked today, it turns out.
Oof.
WindFae's running a little low on life right here. Needs to watch out for
I'm a little worried
hammers.
about her. Yeah, she's causing me some gray hairs. Oh
my gosh, 1 HP. Just heal.
My heart. Oh god.
It's all good.
Please, WindFae, don't do this to me.
It's all good. She had some healing. It's all good. 1 HP, though.
Commentating's bad for my health. This keeps happening. Get down to 1 HP and I can't handle it.
Yeah, so right now, if you count that left dip and really all WindFaeMaiden, it looks like WindFaeMaiden is a lot further ahead than she actually is. Because WindFae is going to have to do that left walk that Waffle started his seed with. What WindFae's advantage right now is that she is not going to be double dipping the top of Caves of Banishment.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, that's true. Ideally,
still haven't found that water mask yet.
Yeah, ideally, what you want to do is just get all that stuff right when you're coming across it when you defeat the Maw and go up that elevator. But checking those is a Sphere 0 check, so they could easily have the water mask that you're looking for.
And no one likes it when it is there.
No one likes it when it's there, no.
Everyone hated that.
Usually I would say that a vanilla location is a randomizer runner's worst enemy, but no, in that case, I think that's the worst place for the water mask.
Honestly, well, Vanilla's pretty dang bad, too.
Vanilla is also bad, as Wafflesoup picks up his pyramid keys.
So his little tippy-tap off to the left is beneficial at this point, as you pointed out.
Yep. If the pyramid keys was to the left, then that is a huge bummer for Wafflesoup. Wafflesoup now down to 31 life, and I think that means an arrow to the knee will put him at 2 HP instead of just 1.
Okay, their warp.
He just comes ahead and just damage boosts through.
WindFae's going to the present, where things hurt less.
WindFaeMaiden did just skip the wall secret in the castle loop.
Ooh, oopsies.
That is not something you want to see.
One check, so maybe fine.
Yeah, I would say that's what you've got to hope for. If WindFaeMaiden, that'll help.
Nice. We'll see on Waffle's stream to see if it was a mistake or not.
Waffle going back and be like, all right, if I die here, I lose. So I'm going to go tag this save real quick.
Listen. I am fragile baby and don't have any plus orbs right now.
Yeah, they haven't really found any decent armor. I think I saw a Traveler's Cloak.
That was it. Oh, a buckle hat.
Oh, a buckle hat. Barely worth the menuing time. But you were in there getting that iron orb equipped, so that'll be fine. That is an ice set bingo after that icicle ring find from WindFae. They have all pieces of the ice orb trio. WindFae will be getting her warp shards here. There's way overpriced Empress Cake. There's an Empire Crown
for sale. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see if WindFae finds enough stuff.
All right, what's in the secret? What's in the secret, Waffle? Nothing.
Okay, well,
she doesn't know that though.
She doesn't know that, so she might, if they get to a point, she might check her tracker and be like, "Oh no," and then go back. But we'll see if WindFae finds enough stuff up here to sell to buy that Empire Crown. Instead, she'll find a gear and a hairpin and an Eternal Crown, which I think would convince me to not waste the time purchasing.
She also has the Gilded Egg, which she could sell.
Oh yeah, the Gilded Egg. Yeah, so that's, if she really wants to, she could get that Empire Crown. But with the Eternal
Crown, yeah.
Like, why bother? Like, you could easily just roll with the Eternal Crown, and it's not that much of an advantage to have the Empire enough to go all the way back to the shop, sell something, and buy it. In a randomizer like this, between two very, very skilled players, it's a game of seconds potentially.
Yes.
We've seen down to the wire, hit for hit on the final boss, final areas in
within a few seconds of each other.
Yeah, so really, when you know your opponent's good, you can't risk doing something like going shopping twice.
We got them. I was just gonna say, WindFae heading up through the castle again now that she has double jump.
Yeah, so she will be able to get at least the twins, and will be able to get to Ilana. We'll see if she thinks that's a good idea. She will not, at this juncture, be able to full clear Ilana's tower. So
yeah, it might be worth double backing, but there's no fire or water mask, so it's a tough call.
Yeah, it's a really tough call. At this point, if you get out of here without, if you get out of here with nothing, you've got to just dip Ilana's tower, right? Like, where else are you going to go? WindFae actually could get baited into going back to those upper caves of banishment checks that wafflesoup already did.
Well, we got Genza here with our boss rando. Genza is weak to slashing, which is the tome, but they're kind of low-leveled for it to make much of a difference. So,
yeah, the one thing that WindFae does have is that, well, the Empire Crown and the Eternal Crown, because she doesn't have the Empire Crown. The thing is, when you start dealing with these high levels of damage, small multipliers go a long way. wafflesoup deciding to go left in the present, so this is just like just a search for the water mask here. Ifrit dies really quick. Didn't probably need the cheese spot, but it's good practice.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, no D key card, so you can't go to the towers. I mean, you have the succubus hairpin, so you could go to the twins. But if you find water mask, you kind of do want to get them all out of the way earlier. Especially with something like Forbidden Tome, you'll be able to kill a lot of the enemies pretty effortlessly in that cave, which will give you a whole bunch of experience that you're really not supposed to have yet. So that might give you a damage advantage. And there's a V key card, which is 3 more checks in the library. The twins giving off alchemy tools. We'll see what WindFaeMaiden's play here is.
But that boss was required because there are 3 bosses that block the way to the end game, and that was one of them. Despite it not giving anything.
Oh, he's going back to get that Bleak Ring. That is damage. Bleak Ring will deal more damage the higher your combo is at the cost of all of your enemies also dealing you more damage the higher your combo is.
You know, it's fair's fair. Looks like WindFae is going into Ilana's tower. There is a bit of a tricky jump to do here. It is technically possible.
At least briefly going into Ilana's tower. Nothing really here, but
good.
With what the commentators know, this, it's hard to really unless wafflesoup gets something out of these last couple of checks. Going into Ilana's tower is the play.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bad choice at this point. It's like, where else are you gonna go? Like you said.
Yeah. And there's a shield ring. They already did know the iron orb was plus, so that's not even any good information. And here's our last check.
Ilana's tower with just double jump, though, is not a fun time.
Yeah, I would agree. At least they do have double jump, though.
Yes. But it's not fun.
Yeah, so this is just really unfortunate for wafflesoup. Really fishing for a lot there and somehow coming up with absolutely nothing. Either this is going to come in a slow trickle, or we're about to find like a whole bunch of items all at once here in Ilana's tower on WindFaeMaiden's side.
Still nothing.
Yeah, the V card is the only thing that wafflesoup has that WindFae does not, and wafflesoup not pressing that right now. We'll see what he thinks after he finishes this twins fight.
It is only 3 checks, but it is 3 pretty quick checks.
Yeah, they are right next to each other. It's one of the more efficient things you can do.
And there's nothing in the way. It's all in the library. It's all perfectly safe. No enemies. You just go straight on through and boop, boop, boop.
And, you know, it could be the play that you just do maskless, fireless Lake Serene.
Yeah, well, there's a gear.
There's a gear. You can't really call it an advantage because wafflesoup will be getting that pretty easily. Right now, wafflesoup is going to have to do something that WindFae doesn't do here. He has that B key card. He'll probably check it the next time he's going back to the library. It's a very fast check regardless. If he finds a D card here, which we know unfortunately that he won't, but if he does find a D card, that'll be a signal to kind of go back to the library.
Nasty fight on WindFae's side. We got Dadpur here, who's got some pretty nasty attack patterns. She does have double jump, they both do, so it does help, but man, he's a rough fight.
Yeah, Waffle Soup will have a bit of damage advantage here, it looks like, with that Bleak Ring that he picked up. So his bosses will be a little bit faster. So that is some time that he will be catching up. If there's nothing behind the Alana Towers, then you gotta believe that Lake Serene is the play. We know Upper Banishment isn't.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
That's a saving grace right after.
Whew. Okay, I was worried about that AT card for a bit.
Well, Alana's tower was the play. Unfortunately, that does mean that's a required question mark abandoning of checks in Alana's tower. So we'll see if it's a required double dip.
I don't like it.
The only way it wouldn't be required is if something is in the not underwater sections of Lake Serene.
Waterfall check. Waterfall check. Ooh!
Oh, it's the
yeah!
WindFae and Bombard.
Oh,
it's minus.
Minus. Sad.
Oh, man, that's a big wheel. Waterfall is something that is faded. It's just kind of not great to route. Well, this is why she routed it this way. She doesn't have that top of banishment check.
And she can clear out top of banishment right now.
Yeah, she has the water mask, so this is actually pretty high value here for WindFae. She's getting the same checks Waffle Soup got earlier, except she'll also be able to check underwater. And
if there's something here, she can use the free warp at the very end. Or warp shard.
Or she can just warp shard. Really depends on what route she takes through this cave. In the present, kind of full clearing the top and then going underwater does make a little bit of sense, but in the past, if you haven't collected that portal back to the camp, then as soon as you go into that, you are forced warped back into the camp. So you kind of have to clear out the underwater parts before you can really know. But we're just going to watch here as Waffle Soup's kind of only doing things that WindFae has already done. We'll see if the underwater checks are here and give any kind of fire sorts.
Primdoll brings up a wonderful, terrible point that wheel double jump is more checks in Alana's tower if the seat's going to be that mean.
Yeah, I mean, they do have access to the entirety of Maw Caves.
We got struggle juggle opportunities here.
Struggle juggle is online. It could be, like, you don't really know how this is going to go. It would be very mean. It's very unlikely at this point, but it is pretty mean here that this is...
Unlikely, but not impossible.
From what it seems, this was a required shortchanged Alana's tower, which is absolutely mind-boggling. All right, WindFae doing this little quick dip to the left that Waffle Soup did earlier.
Anything with a period in it is a URL.
Potential. All these new age TLDs.
Regular expressions. Who's the nerd now?
Waffle Soup still has that Bleak Ring equipped. Iron Orb's a bit slow, so it's... Oh, WindFae getting Wind Orb Plus.
That's her favorite orb.
It's her favorite one.
And it's a plus.
And she has the Icicle Ring, so the machine gun is online.
Machine gun. And an old coat.
Yeah, not as exciting.
Yeah.
Waffle Soup's got to be... Oh, never mind. He doesn't have to be... He just won. He doesn't have to be careful at all. Never mind.
We'll see
he curses at the A card, then sighs at the water mask.
Looks like WindFae did do the out and back on Canter and Spot without doing the safety save. We got Varndegroth here, who's got one of the tougher patterns, I would say, despite being the second boss in the game. But
really, really good positioning there on the edge of that platform.
WindFae, he's also weak to ice, and doing pretty good here. There you go.
Really good fight. That was a really, really good fight. You get an ether for your troubles, but that is out of the way. It was a very, very efficient fight. That was very good.
I will make a small correction to Lily's comment. It's not that it basically has no cooldown. It literally has no cooldown. In the code, it is literally as fast as you can go.
And there's Waffle Soup coming back into the Canterin fight. They are kind of synced up here. Waffle Soup missing that wheel, but we'll see if he actually goes and gets that. That'll actually be a big divergence. It might decide. It might decide this seed. I know Waffle Soup likes to be.
Of course, you put on the tailwind ring.
If you're not happy with your spells, Tailwind Ring has value.
Yeah, it's just with Wind Orb, it's gonna be gone pretty quick.
Yeah,
hey,
I mean,
you're right. You're right.
It's a Wind Orb plus. So the thing is, I mentioned before, with multipliers on large numbers have a higher effect. Tailwind acts as if a neutral enemy is weak to it. So that is a percentage multiplier. So when you have a plus orb like Wind Orb that has high number of hits, Tailwind Ring is actually a lot of value that you can just pour on a lot of really fast damage on enemies really quickly.
WindFae is so happy. I think she'll be happy regardless of the outcome of this race.
Yeah. Oh, there is the Celestial Sash. Okay.
That's our infinite vertical. But I'm guaranteeing Waffle will see it as well. So the only advantage WindFae has now is that wheel. We'll see how long she keeps it.
Yep, WindFae dipping into the Maw Caves, deciding not to go fight the Azure Queen.
I think with Celestial Sash, it's a fair decision. You're not really looking for vertical in order to get to the end game. So you might as well open up Lab, because Lab is always money.
Lab is always money.
We do need B key card, yeah.
The B key card, and
Whoop.
there's D, so that's important.
Yep.
The other side of that is they also don't have fire, and so that presents a potential small double dip. Waffle Soup does look like he's gonna go ahead and at least take care of Azure Queen. We'll see if he dips right real quick, too.
Ooh!
Oh, there's a Spindle. Again, it's something that Waffle Soup will... you see
we'll
he paused a
see.
little bit there. He accidentally clipped through the floor there.
Oopsies!
We'll dock him a couple of seconds.
Nah, it's fine, it's fine.
Sometimes, see, the thing is, if you're up there, mashing your jump button to
it happens.
get up into the air is actually the fastest way to travel, and sometimes you just clip through the floor. It's no big deal.
It's just sometimes it happens. I mean, it
Gun
doesn't have
orb
to you.
minus.
We got Young Dad at the Azure Queen spot.
Yeah, Waffle Soup without that time stop is going to have to get early starts on his dash. But he's got that Bleak Ring really working for him here. There's a Jin Inferno and a Glass Pumpkin for WindFae. WindFae is a B card. Oh, almost S-saved. That would have been not great. Yeah, you get a captain's uniform, and this check is Star of Lockgem. Plus.
Well, ooh. I mean, punch is plus.
That does mean punch is plus. Unfortunately, Waffle Soup not getting anything required, so once again, following in WindFae's footsteps. But we'll be getting all of this stuff that WindFae is finding, including that first pink in Plasma Geyser. Or no, that's Jin Inferno, never mind. No pink yet. I was joking when I said that.
It does look a little pink on the tracker.
Yeah, I don't know why. But the Merchant Crow that WindFaeMaiden found actually opens up a late game boss opportunity.
We don't have the gas mask yet, so not trying to go after them all just yet.
WindFae is going to go ahead and head into the towers, it looks like.
Got key card, elevator key card, and key card D. Nope.
Oh,
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Changed her mind. She's going to Zarian Cave. No, she's not. There's no way.
Why would you speak that into the world?
I don't know. It's a spicy race. Do spicy things. But yeah, WindFae is going to be doing some stuff that wafflesoup has already done that we know don't pay off. So this is a little bit of a reprieve for wafflesoup.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if wafflesoup... I'm sure he will, but I was going to say, we'll see if wafflesoup chases the underwater checks after the maw.
He does have fire source, so I'm wondering why... Well, it is a bit out of your way to go and burn the vines and in order to do this part.
Yeah, I mean, she can always do the bottom part and then go back, burn the vines, do the top part. And here's the V card. Mm-hmm. That is the one thing that wafflesoup did find over here. We'll see how long it takes either of our runners to go follow up on that. But yeah, wafflesoup will probably check that V key card in stride when he gets that D card, and we'll see if that takes him into the tower. That's by the end of this sealed caves dip that I'm just gonna assume that WindFae's doing. Nope. Oh man, not even checking skeleton. Also, the plasma crystal check that WindFae did not do only gives a Veletian crown, so
alas,
not much there. wafflesoup at least peeking this boss.
Mm-hmm. Technically, this is out of logic, but it is allowed in the tournament. Oof!
He has an Inferno and a Randomizer ring. He can just go.
Yeah.
It's not the damage that he really wants to see. He probably wanted to see over 200 here, but he'll have plenty of health left over after this. Actually,
yeah,
so,
yeah, it's okay.
There we go. That's an out of logic maw. Now the left of the present is completely soaked in poisonous, noxious fumes.
And Linnaeus very rapidly starts to suffocate.
Yes. So we will see how this goes. wafflesoup, like I said, will probably check these underwater checks that WindFae has already seen. WindFae's now burning the vines, as you had assumed that she would.
Mm-hmm.
And is off to fight the Azure Queen.
Yep. Waffle going through the underwater.
Just skipping over Gun Orb. WindFae has no interest in the Gun Orb.
She has Wind Orb. Why would she want anything else?
It's the same damage type. It's basically the same orb. Yeah, wafflesoup did go left first. And might be going right from here.
I just want to interrupt briefly to admire the movement control of both of these runners. It's just really beautiful to watch. Like, the execution is real good.
It actually is really good. And yeah, wafflesoup will fortunately be finding his Timespinner wheel here, which makes this a very close race all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Now we're going to see
it. Not seen V. I don't think we've seen V yet, but it looks like we might be seeing it relatively soon after wafflesoup. Is he coming all the way around to check the right side? Oh, he's going to check that ledge here. Yep, and WindFae looks like she's going to go do some out of logic maw fights as well. Oh.
Apparently skipped jackpot room? Someone skipped jackpot room?
wafflesoup skipped jackpot room?
I assume. Says Lily. I think there was...
Oh, the fish hook underwater. Got it.
Okay. I don't think there was anything in there.
Alright, WindFae has that rocking the Iron Orb here instead of the Jin Inferno. Probably a little slower. But wafflesoup's in Zarian Caves. Choosing to do Zarian Caves instead of the V card. Yeah, both of our runners are really strong right now, so they can take basically whatever's there. The only thing they really have to worry about is if something is in the far right check in the present, because I don't think WindFae burned the vines on the far right of
he
top
did
of Lake Green.
Not, but that's something you can fix if you can't make it in time.
Yep.
But there is the one room up there that does have oxygen for some reason.
Yep. we are finally going to be getting our V card check, hopefully, here.
Hopefully. Don't forget. Don't forget the... Okay.
Ooh, Kobo.
Might be required.
And a trendy jacket. All right, well, that Kobo really could be the difference here.
Looks like we're not going to check Kobo just yet.
I say it could be the difference because it's something that if it has something, there's a very small chance that both of our runners will check it early. You don't have the B key card, WindFae.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Yeah. Didn't check the...
Looking for B key card somewhere.
Yeah, so here we go. Lunaeus is running out of air as we speak.
Why are you coming from this side, ma'am?
That's not what you want to do. You didn't burn those vines. So it's going to be a long run all the way over to that one treasure chest. This may be... I don't know how much healing our runners have picked up so far. We've got Waffle Soup fighting Zarian. Voltarillis at Zarian.
Oof.
Not an amazing find, but... I mean, he's got the damage output and he's got the gear to do it. I don't know if he'll have much trouble. It just might take a little bit.
WindFae didn't pause in the oxygen room, so she's confident she can make it all the way over.
Yep. I mean,
she's
got another high potion. Yeah, she's fine. That is a soul scanner and an ether.
And something in the orb pedestal that was not important.
And there's this. The B key card. Oh man.
Oh my god. Wow.
You need to heal before you die here, WindFae, or else you're gonna have to go grab that all over again. All right, it was a max health up right at the end.
Oh god.
All right, Waffle Soup. This is basically WindFae's to lose at this point.
Well, we still need that one gear. It could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere, but the checks advantage that WindFae now has, and getting that B key card, like, if Waffle Soup has already cleared Zarian Caves, and it gave him nothing at all. So the amount of things that Waffle Soup has done that WindFae knows at this point that she doesn't have to do is colossal. So yeah, Waffle Soup's following right up with that Kobo, so this could be it. This could be, if there's a gear
we're doing lab is money? Lab is money.
Lab is money.
We need some jam emotes in chat, please.
Or the military hanger banger. The hanger banger.
Hanger banger.
I don't know how I just came up with that.
Because you're brilliant.
I meant, why didn't I come up with it sooner?
Oh, so I guess you're not brilliant.
No. I'm a big dumb baby.
I am disappointed in you.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright.
Alright, so WindFae's got a ton of checks in front of her. She's in the hangar, she has access to the lab, has the tablet, has the Celestial Sash.
Empress Robe.
Light Wall is in the military hangar. There was Azure Queen at Ifrit, and has nothing. Does not have that last gear we're looking for.
We'll see at how long it takes Waffle to check the... Ooh.
Well, he's going back to Alana's towers.
It could have the gear.
If it has a gear, this could be big. What, it's five checks here that were abandoned in Alana's tower. It's the one here, then the two just to the right of this, and then Alana's attic and Struggle Climb.
Yeah.
So that's 5.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Meanwhile, WindFae's doing the required things, breaking the lab, choosing not to do Spider Hell, not grabbing that tablet, just missing that tablet, not grabbing that tablet or that.
So I think we missed it. WindFae peeped, and gear is in here.
Oh!
We missed it while looking at Waffle's screen, so gear is here. Yeah, I don't think this is not something Waffle can recover from.
No, absolutely not. WindFae's going to sub 40 this. So this is a very fast seed if you just do the right things. And unfortunately for Waffle Soup, it just didn't pan out.
Well, do the right things and also are unafraid to break logic.
Yeah.
Or do gas mask early. The fire checks early. Because that's where BT card was.
Doing a lot of damage here, WindFae is, on Sandman at Genza. Coming to her senses and being like, wait, I have Jin Inferno.
Yeah, and Sandman is weak to it.
Yeah.
Looks like
Empire
Waffle
Orb
is
plus.
doing the fire checks at this point.
Okay,
Didn't crash.
Yeah, Empire Orb plus at the Genza reward, just in case WindFae decides to fall out of love with Wind Orb. I don't see that happening. Another boss here that is weak to ice, but WindFae is doing double hits on with Nether Orb. It looks like here.
And Bleak Ring looks like.
And Bleak Ring, yeah. Waffle Soup is going to check.
Yeah, the place the gas mask probably is in Varndegrot's tower somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Most
you would
likely.
Have to assume. I mean, it can't be. It can't be in very many other places. We know it's not in Zarian. It could be in. No, I think you don't have to have killed them all in order to get that B key card. So you could have a gas mask in behind B key card.
Yeah.
Like the sewers under Varney's Tower.
Yeah,
If you call that Varney's Tower, then yeah, Varney's Tower.
It took some math in my head.
Yeah. Meanwhile, WindFae's going through the final dungeon. Is going to just zoom past all of these enemies. They don't matter.
Oh, suffocated Waffle.
Suffocated before locating that B key card too, which is well, he is at least going back.
Don't die, WindFae.
Oh, she can take one more hit. It's fine.
I'm scared. All right.
She had 2 hits to give. You only need 1 hit point, Llama.
Going back to shotgun.
Max health up. The max health up savior, and he'll go up here, get his B key card, cuss a little bit, and then probably go right to the lab. We have Golden Idol at Sandman. This will be very fast with that Light Wall and Iron Orb Plus.
Smash that Golden Idol.
Missed with the Light Wall stack, it looks like. Or that specific Light Wall.
There you go.
There you go. Get a Light Wall to stand on. There you go. That's the first boss of the 2 final bosses. We'll see what this holds. And it's Alana. They don't... Well, they do have Nether Orb. But I was going to say, they don't really have a great tool for fighting Alana.
Yeah.
Once she's at her desperation phase, you do have Nether Orb. Empire Plus. Oh yeah, the Genza Orb was Empire Plus. I forgot about that. That'll do like a casual 150 per hit right now if she decides to.
We might have forgotten about that orb at this point, to be fair.
Given that she picked it up when she was in go mode and almost glitched when she picked it up, she may have blacked out a little bit.
Yes.
She may have just blacked out a little bit.
Oh god, don't die.
Yeah, she's fine. She should be taking care of Ilana here shortly, getting a couple really good nether portals on that nether orb. Making sure she's at full health, not wanting to blow
about 5 berries in her mouth.
Yeah, just a mouthful of berries.
Grab a fistful of berries and shove them in your mouth. I'm fine!
Yeah.
Linnaeus, do you want to talk about it? No!
They're called pick-me-ups for a reason.
There you go.
And there it is.
That's
Get your
it.
exclamation points.
The official time of 39:13.
Really good routing, really good boss fights from WindFae. Just absolutely, and wafflesoup sees the gear and screams.
Yes.
And
oh, man. That was some wild breadcrumbs of a chain there.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of there weren't a lot of chances to diverge from the main path. It turns out like every weird optional side thing was just bait.
Yep. Fire checks and waterfall.
Yeah, and tablet was not required. So no. So even
it was all distraction.
It was all a distraction. Everything was bait. It's always bait. It's always been bait.
So
I think we are joined here by WindFae.
WindFae. Hello. That was wild.
I rethought so many things that I was sure I was going to get lost.
There was a lot of thinking on both sides.
It turns out that that Ilana's tower dip wasn't necessarily required to do without infinite vertical, but it certainly helped.
Waffle is on his way to break time. Not that far behind.
This is my first win against Waffle, so the entire time I was like...
Congratulations. It was really well run, honestly. Like, your boss fights were great. Your Varney in particular was a really, really great boss fight.
Mm-hmm. And we had to have known that you were going to win the seed when you got Wind Orb Plus and Icicle Ring.
I saw that and I was like, it's for me! Wind Orb was a plus as well, right?
Yes, yes it was.
You even had Tailwind equipped for like a little bit.
Yeah, I had it on the Iron Orbs, because I was messing up those Iron, like, orb switching. I was not doing that very well. Because that, Genza fight was not fun.
So
that was a rough fight.
Saw Nightmare at the Volturilis spot, which is a little bit of a speed tech. It has more HP than the other spot, but if it's Nightmare, then the time break animation doesn't happen, which is like 10 plus seconds. So
Meta.
Yeah. Kind of a jet seed though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really weird, and we lost our minds when you found where the B key card was after breaking logic.
Yeah, I was like, this is scary, but I'm gonna just go fight Ma. I've done most of those checks, and I was gonna go in from the right side, but then I remembered I didn't ever break those vines.
Yes.
Yeah, we were like, I had said before everything, I was like, the only real thing that we're scared of is if they need something that's in that far right chest, because I don't believe WindFae burned those vines. And
we saw you heading out to go that way, and then you paused and thought about it, and then had to go back.
I did that so many times. I ran into the B door to get to, like, all the way to the lab, and I was like, oh, that's V card.
No.
Yep. Similar colors. Waffle is fighting Golden Idol, and with that Iron Orb Plus, not too bad of a fight.
Yeah, I think the one main thing that you did this seed that paid off was you just pursued the required stuff and ignored side stuff as long as you could. And it really paid off. Like, everything was sort of in stride for you.
when I saw that last gear sitting in lab, I was like, oh, here we go.
Fun thing is that both Wef and I were not looking at your screen when that happened, and so then Wef started commenting, why is she skipping all these things? And I looked at chat and someone had mentioned, oh, yep, there it is, so skip everything.
I was just like, I just gotta go now.
Gotta go now.
Yeah.
Wafflesoup opting to go Aura Serpent plus, doing a heck of a lot of damage on Ilana here.
Also, it freezes you mid-air, which really helps with Ilana.
Certainly does. Oh my gosh, that was just a lot of really well placed Aura Serpents here. He's got the Economizer ring. This was not so well placed, but that's okay.
Yeah, Waffle avoided the Empire Plus because it was in the crash bait zone.
Yeah, we saw you froze there, and we were like,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Picking up that orb in the cutscene. We're like, please don't crash. Oh god, when was the last save?
what'd you say?
That happened to you too in your run earlier.
It really did, didn't it? I was
Please
like,
don't
oh
crash.
no, oh no.
When did I last save?
Get your exclamation points in chat.
Exclamation points. Final time of 44:54. Close race. Real close
Another
race.
reasonably close race here on SpeedGaming 2. It's our lucky day here.
Real great race. And the revenge has been had.
Yeah. We've got a bit of a rivalry going here.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'd say
yeah.
I kind of see Waffle as that. I'm just like, I need to do better than him.
Waffle!
Welcome.
Welcome.
That was a wild seed.
Felt kind of straightforward to me.
The B keycard placement when both you and WindFae broke logic for Ma was a bit wild.
Yeah, that's when I knew I lost. When I found the B key card, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
I went and did that like right after I got Ma killed, but I forgot to burn the right vines, and so I had to do it all the way from the left.
I intentionally only burned the left side vines and then died on my way getting there.
Oh.
So I had to do the walk of shame twice.
And then the gear in lab in the peepable zone, where you have to do that optional fight, means that you just could skip the rest of the lab, which is really nice.
Yeah, it was a really well raced by the both of you. Lots of checks just out there for you to get. There was a lot of bait. We discussed that basically everything was bait. Tablet was nothing. The D card really only gave you motion. I don't think it actually gave you anything. V card didn't get you anything. So it was A card. A card was ultra bait. So
also,
really...
A key card being the first thing you pick up after the Alana spot, and then getting water mask in the chest is that moment of fear, and then oh, thank God.
Yeah, this was a really entertaining race to watch. A lot of it was just hinging on, what runner's going to do the thing that the other didn't. And it was just WindFae made the right randomizer calls. But it was really well played by the both of you.
Some really good movement from both of you. It was excellent watch. Very, very well executed on both of your sides.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Those bosses were scary. That Genza, I just had nothing good against him at all. I was like, I got 15 damage on the one thing he's weak against.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I had a good loadout the entire run. I wasn't happy the whole time.
Yeah, your only plus orbs were Empire and Iron that you had found, and that Empire plus, he was kind of in that weird, do I pick this up or do I not pick this up? Do I risk the crash spot? So yeah, it was a lot if you don't really like Iron Orb.
I don't. I never use it. Or ice.
Me neither.
Ice can be good, but
the ice start was also pretty rough.
And with a minus C blade, it was just like, oh, we have no starting damage. I'm just
we
gonna
saw
run
him
around.
try to take out those moths with the minus blade, and it didn't kill them.
Yeah, that was funny to watch. 2 colossal blades just hitting the moths and just not doing anything.
As soon as I saw it was a minus C blade, I'm like, I just need to run around and get something.
Something else.
Well, again, it was a very entertaining race. Let's go Waffle Soup. Do you have any parting thoughts? It looks like your next opponent is SDG Sean.
Ooh, all right. I look forward to that match. And yeah, nothing else. This was kind of a rough one, so hopefully I get luckier next time.
That is the way of the rando.
It is the way of the rando indeed.
And we got WindFae up against Lily next.
Yeah, WindFae, do you have any thoughts for us as we kind of wind down here about this seed and your next opponent?
I don't think I've actually played against Lily. I might have once, but I know I haven't done any I know I've raced Waffle outside of tournaments before, but I'm excited to race someone that I don't really know how they play. So
there's always that question of, are they the kind of person to do this, or what kind of check are they going to go for?
But I'm excited. It should be a fun race with her.
Mm-hmm. Great. This has just been a really fun tournament. All the matches have just been really fun to watch.
All right, that will do it for us here on Speed Gaming 2. Thank you, Speed Gaming and SGL 2022, for providing your space for this crazy tournament. Thanks to our runners, Waffle Soup and WindFaeMaiden. Thanks to our restreamer, Bonsai kind of set up a little bit, and then there was someone else that set up for a little bit, and I don't remember.
P Sigma 6.
Yes, thank you for the both of those for doing setup stuff, and obviously thank you, Llama, for being my co-commentator.
Well, thank you, Wef, for joining me. And we'll see you all in the next race.
Thank you all. Thank you, Waffle. Hopefully I'll see you at the end.
Hope to see you there.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.